I just had a question about vector brushes and does Fresco support a vector workflow? Absolutely. Look, pixel brushes. These are like Photoshop brushes, okay? There are millions of them. Okay, I've got my canvas brushes here. I've got this amazing brush here. Look at that. Woo! Can play around with that. I can just keep going on and on and on. These are all pixel brushes. They're like Photoshop brushes. If I zoom in, you will see they are pixels. But hey, I want to do infinitely scalable art. What do? Take a vector brush and do it. Look at these amazing vector brushes. Yes, we have a whole bunch of them. Here's a chisel brush. Here we have the brand new velocity taper brush. Tapers perfectly with velocity. But folks, these are vector brushes. So what does that mean? Look, infinitely scalable. I'm zooming into 12,800%, and this is art that you could scale up to the size of a building if you want. Finally, we have the amazing watercolors and oils. This paint stays wet. Look at the paint move. Holy cow, that's crazy. Stays wet, just like the real thing. I can control how much water I use. Maybe I want to use just a little. Maybe I want to have just a tiny bit of paint on my brush. Look at the difference. See that? Still wet, but barely. Barely. Crank up the water, and suddenly, look what I'm doing now. Just pulling it all in there. I'm going to come over here with that watercolor brush and just touch the pixel art. Look what happens. Holy cow, it makes it wet. Folks, you can't do this anywhere else. Vector art, you can scale it up, do whatever you want, do super clean fills, etc. Real wet media, oils, watercolors, the paint stays wet. I save it, I come back to it 3 months later, it's still wet. And finally, pixel brushes. Import all your favorite Photoshop brushes. They work beautifully, including now, of course, mixer brushes. So yes, we have mixer brushes in the app. What does that mean? Well, look, remember mixer brushes? Put some color down, grab another color. Ooh, look how they mix together. Smudgy goodness.